Welcome everybody, I am the LegalLockPicker, and today I want to give you a quick review of the brand spanking new LegalLock Tools Valyrian Euro pick set. Now, the first thing we're going to do is show you what it is. So this is what the set looks like when it's in the case. You can see I've made it pop so it looks even better than it already is. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to do is talk about price. If you want to, this is what the case looks like that you get here. It's their traditional case. Comes very well stitched. It's got the Velcro here, and it's got the little part for tension tools, and then it has a spot at the top for the picks themselves. So that's great. It's cool. The pick set itself costs £50, and the flat rate shipping to America is £9.50 for a grand total of £59.50 Penix, for a total of $71.74 delivered US. That's a £10 increase from £40 from their original Valyrian pick set. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. But for the price that we get here for an added, I think the last one came with 13 picks. This one comes with 16. And it's the same quality that you've come to know and love, especially if these are the picks that you like. So, that might sound familiar, and that's because a couple of months ago, LegalLock Tools released the original Valyrian set, and that's this one here. It consisted of 13 picks, right, and they were all in 25 thousandths of an inch, or 0.635 millimeters. On top of that, it came with 6 tension tools, 3 of which were top of the keyway and 3 of which were bottom of the keyway. As you can see here, I put a lot of different colors and variations and heat shrink on the handles here for comfort, and they're easy to identify, so you can really have fun with this. It just depends what you're looking to do. I put clear on this one. I put a white tape, electrical tape underneath, and then I put the heat wrap on top. It just helps me identify which picks, and that's just how I like to do it. So because these sets are so versatile, LegalLock Tools, obviously, with the request from the lock sport community, gave the people what they wanted, and that was a decent set of picks, small enough to get into restricted keyways and security locks, not accessible to picks in 25 thousandths. And thus the Valyrian set was born. And now, I previously did a review on the original Valyrian set, and because they have for the most part the same picks, you can just go back and check out that video if you want to see a description about each of those picks. And right now I'm going to show you why I enjoy these so much, and that's because they're so versatile, which means you can do a lot with them. The Valyrian set, the Euro set that you see here, is like the original one except on steroids, and I say that in, I want to say, I say that because unlike its predecessor, it comes with 3 more picks, and with 16 instead of 13, 11 of which are for the single pin pickers out there, and 5 of which are for the people who enjoy raking. These are the picks right here that you can use for the rakes. The rakes here also come with the LegalLock Tools best-selling picks, which were designed and tested from a very talented and creative man by the name of, he goes by the name of Chipene. If you guys remember the Nessie, which is in here, this was one of the first picks that I got from LegalLock Tools, and it still remained one of my favorite picks to this day, and I do use that a lot. It also has, the Nessie, It also has the hog snout, the bijou. They're also not just the rakes, the bijou and things like that. They're actually for the single pins. And these were all made in Euro-friendly 19 thousandths of an inch or 0.508 millimeters high yield 301 stainless. These are really, they feel nice in the hands. I can tell that these have been, the quality control very well. And I like that. I prefer picks like this that give you the freedom to add any kind of handle that you may or may not enjoy in the long run. These ones right here, I believe these are all in 25 thousandths. This was one of their more recent pick sets, and because the wave rakes here were so popular with these handle here, they put them in a set, and then they put all the picks with the handles here, but again, all in 25,000. So I think it was important that they got around to making something for the restricted keyways and things like that. On top of the 16 picks that you see here, the set comes with 3 bottom of the keyway tension tools with all varying degrees of taper, which is actually 2 of them here are tapered. It helps you get into those restricted keyways. So that's just something to think about if you're interested in purchasing this set specifically. Ooh, now this is the fun part, and I love these. I'm just a huge top of the keyway fan here. Low Lock Tools still offers the standard top of the keyway sizes. The standard would be 0.8 millimeters, 1 millimeter, and 1.2 millimeters, and then that would be these 3. Very cool, very standard, great. They offer a 2 millimeter, which is almost twice the size of the next largest top of the keyway tension tool here. 2 millimeter pry bar for any of the locks that need a little extra motivation. These locks are some examples of what you would need these types of tools for. Of what I use these picks for. If you just take a quick look at these, are the kind of locks that work a lot better with 19 thousandths instead of 25. The Squires have been known to have restricted keyways. This is a Stanley one as well. Again, restricted keyway. I say restricted. What I mean is difficult to access. This is a Falcon core in I think it's a GMS padlock. Again, not easy to access if you have something in 25 thousandths, but if you're using something that's smaller than that, you have a little bit more freedom to get into this part down here, and that little freedom can decide whether or not you get into that lock or not. And of course, the Yale Key Way for you guys overseas, for us in America. You can see, again, like I said, having that extra 0 or 0.2 millimeters or 0.3 millimeters in there could be the difference of whether or not you get an open or you have to struggle with it until you get lucky. So, also because these picks have larger handles, and if you own both the Valyrian set, the Euro and the original, the one that came in 25 thousandths, you really have a lot of freedom. You have a lot of freedom to change things up and try different things out, and it's really cool that you can do that, especially if you invest in a good set of picks. It's also important that we support our pick makers, especially in times like these. So definitely think about that. I'd like to know if you own the Valyrian and the Valyrian Euro and you found a unique way of using the picks. Let me know in the comments section below how you used your set and what you like about them or what you don't like about them if you have, you know, ideas, let me know. I know I have a few ideas on what I'd like to see LegalLock tools come out with next, and I would like to know what you guys think should come out next. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so I can keep you up to date on everything lock sport, lock picking, all the new tools coming out, and everything else that excites us. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Cheers.